Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and depending upon who you talk to and what their opinion is, local gaming stores and online sellers of both singles and sealed products don't really get along and they kind of hate each other. Now, I hate to give the ending first here, but if there weren't single sellers, nobody can complete their deck, so it wouldn't matter that they have a place to play because they wouldn't show up to F&M because they wouldn't have a deck. If local gaming stores didn't exist, then nobody would buy the singles and single sellers would go out of business. So they're both completely and utterly crucial to Wizards' business. Just kidding, they're both completely unimportant. They make more than half of their money on MTGO. So if the entire paper card business collapsed instantly and they decided to never print another card as long as they live, it wouldn't even honestly affect them that much. I mean, okay, losing like 40% of your income, that would be bad, but still, they would survive. And plus, everybody would just move online anyway. So are they ever going to go to that? Hell no. I don't think like a bunch of the execs at Wizards would ever let that happen. So that's the gist of it, but let's just cover real quick the arguments on both sides. Oh, the LGS owner says, the single sellers aren't doing any work. And by singles, they mean sealed product because some people, they don't sell singles. They literally just sell sealed product, which, by the way, is, I believe, currently against Wizards' terms of service. I personally am not allowed to sell sealed product online. I have to process it and open it because they wouldn't dare try to regulate singles online, and they legally can't. Look up Autodesk Incorporated and I believe it was Coach Purses. They're wonderful lawsuits that went nowhere. They tried to block people from selling their products online, saying that their terms of service when you bought like a Coach purse said that you couldn't do that. Welcome to America. You can buy and sell whatever the hell you want. I mean, that's completely not true as stated, but you get what I mean. Honestly, I feel like that should apply to sealed products too, but it's not illegal. They can't sue you. They can't stop you, but they can go tell the distributor to never sell to you again, which is allegedly what they do if they really want to catch you. Everybody's heard the rumors that Wizards will go to eBay, find something that's not supposed to be on eBay, buy it, look at the return address. Stupid lazy people made it their LGS, and then they never sell to that LGS again. They find their distributor, they find their serial numbers on the products or whatever, trace it. Well, actually, then they don't need a return address. They just look up like the SD number or whatever on the box, and then kaboom, you are never sold another product again. Because they can tell the distributors what to do, because otherwise they'll not sell to that distributor, and then the distributor can't sell Magic anymore. Yeah, a bit of strong arm tactics, but hey, end justifies the means, right? So, little intro into how that world works. But anyway, back to the original point. The LGS owners are like, it's just some guy sitting on his couch watching Netflix and taking boxes out of one box, slap a label on it, put it in another box, and then bring it to the post office. That is quite literally what they're doing. It doesn't even have to be a business location. You don't even have to have insurance. You barely even have to be an LLC. And in most states, that's like $100 to file one anyway, like to register one. And I mean, these people, no joke, they're getting boxes for like $79, and then after shipping and fees, they're selling them for what, like $90, and then making like $1 to $2 per box. But you can move 1,000 boxes in like 2 days. So per hour, that's actually pretty damn good. I mean, $500 to $1,000 a day, sure, all right. But how the hell is a local gaming store supposed to compete with that? They have staff, they have, workers' comp, disability insurance, medical insurance maybe, but probably not. They got the plumbing, the electrical, the insurance, the building lease. I mean, running a business is expensive as hell, so it's not fair, right? Wrong, because the other people, fire back with, hey, we don't just sell sealed product, we sell singles, and we're doing way the hell more work than you, because an LGS is not under any obligation to sell singles. They could do nothing but sell boxes or packs, and that is it, and trust me, a lot of them do that. And this is where I'm at, because I will open packs for 18 hours straight, use tons of surface area and square footage at my shop, which, by the way, then, yeah, I have a shop, so I'm paying insurance, I'm paying for electric, I'm paying for the LLC, I'm paying for the rent. Oh, except people don't just walk in and buy them. I have to pay for envelopes and postage, which means every single damn thing I send out costs about $3.20, no matter what. So on a $6 set of cards, I'm losing almost all of it. It's unfair, it's expensive, it's barely profitable, and we have to buy the sets blind, and if the sets suck, we lose money. You don't lose a damn thing if you're paying $84 a box, and then only sell them sealed, do not open them. Okay, maybe your second and third and fourth orders aren't quite as big because the set bombs, but you're still guaranteed money. So the LGSs are way better off, way safer, they take no risks, and they help nobody. Everybody knows that the way to put a deck together is not to open boxes until you have the cards you need, it's just to buy the damn cards. So we're actually more important to the community. And like I said, 18 hours straight of opening them, followed by probably 100 to 200 to 300 to 500 more hours of packaging them, putting labels on everything, handling people who don't know where the hell they live, so then it bounces back because their address was invalid. You don't have to deal with that with people just walk in, here, have 115 bucks cash, walk out with a box, buy. Little bit easier. You guys literally do no work. Oh, you have to run F&M once a week. Well, too bad. Try doing our job. Try opening up 100,000 cards in one day and sorting them. Try that. Seriously, go for it. You will hate everything about Magic and your life after about 4 hours. After about 8 hours, you can taste the ink in the air on your tongue. Oh, and by the way, the WPN program is a load of crap and completely unfair because we do more work and move more products for Wizards and they don't give us a damn thing. Oh, but most of you guys just go and abuse the WPN program anyway. Well, that's true. So, I mean, shady people on both sides, because then we could say, oh, but then you bad LGSs keep the promos and sell them on eBay. So, you know, shady is shady. Doesn't really matter which side you're on. Oh, but we provide a place to play for the people. Oh, but we provide cards out to people in rural areas where they want to play with their friends at their high school or at their kitchen table, and there's not an LGS for 100 miles. Oh, newsflash, Wizards doesn't exactly want to lose that entire market for no reason. They're quite numerous. It is a huge portion of the MTG market. So not everybody lives near an LGS, but people want to get into it, and maybe they don't want to waste their money on MTGO. Oh, and for every card that we send to a person that's a physical paper card, it takes somebody away from MTGO because they can finish their deck and buy singles from us. When was the last time somebody walked into an LGS and walked out with their entire deck? They walked in with a deck idea and a deck list and walked out with 100% of the cards. I've never done it. I'm actually thinking it's impossible. So you want people to just give up, stop playing local because they can't get the damn cards they want online and they just go to MTGO instead? Because that's what you'll get if single sellers don't exist. And like I said, we work a hell of a lot harder than the local gaming stores. That is a fact. So obviously we hate each other, right? I mean, some people are cool. Like obviously I don't think LGSs should go away. And I don't think that we should all be in the WPN program. And then not all LGS owners absolutely hate and despise online sellers. So there's two sides to it. And like I said at the beginning, to calm everybody down so that you don't leave rude comments about what side you're on, both of them are important, in that they're both equally unimportant because MTGO. So that war will never end, but Wizards just made an amazing decision, and this is so brilliant, but it's also like so obvious they probably should have done this years ago, so I mean, I can only credit them so much. Well, let me start at the beginning here. If you buy a box early enough on in the season from your local gaming store, if they're a sufficient tier WPN location, they will have buy a box promos, and the most recent one that I can think of that was really valuable was Thalia, and that might not have even been at the time, but then, you know, White Humans took off, and yeah. So right around when Archangel of Ties went up, that's when Thalia went up, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong about that, though. So, I mean, yeah, that could have been a $10 card easy. I mean, it's a foil alternate art Thalia. Like, that is seriously worth some money. Even today, that's worth some money. So only WPN locations, also known as local sellers, can pick up those promos. And if they're not shady, they won't sell them online. They'll instead actually give them out for free with a box like they're supposed to. So problem solved, right? Well, adding like a $3 card or a $5 card or even a $10 card to the box, I mean, if your LGS is charging $125 a box or something, I think like $115 is average, so we'll just say that. And you could get them for $90 flat online or $95 free shipping. I mean, shipping, honestly, is a great equalizer, but so is local sales tax, which in Wisconsin, it's really low. It's 5%, but still, on a $100 box, that's still $5, so it's usually even higher. If you're in California, first of all, move, and secondly, holy crap, don't buy anything locally. So until the federal government changes the laws about selling things interstate, it is what it is. So, you know, like I said, a little $3 promo ain't going to make up for it, unless you are a collector and you like rare cards and pretty cards and alternate arts. Well, great, you could have just traded for one or just bought one online. And I'm not saying that everybody's, you know, pocketing them and selling them online. Usually it's people buying them on buy list. They'll just up the buy list price to 75% of its value. People will be like, oh, cool. And they'll send in, you know, 100 of them and then they'll have 100 to sell. Plus there's a huge shady black market for them. So there's that. I am not even going to start climbing down that iceberg right now, though. I feel like that's not a saying, but it should be. Because it's like the tip of the iceberg, but it's below the water, so you'd have to climb down in like a scuba suit. So, okay, what do you do if you're a wizard? So you're in wizard shoes, what do? You have to make people have a reason, a benefit, some kind of financial or other motivational thing to buy local. So Obviously, there's the nonstop propaganda. Hey, support your local gaming store. Support your local gaming store. I mean, I think it's even on a damn bumper sticker. So everybody gets it. Okay, but that only goes so far because my money is my money and I'll support them like morally, but supporting them, anything beyond that, like monetary, like why would I just throw away my money just to prop up a business that's, partially failing, we'll say. I mean, honestly, if you run your LGS correctly, you have no problem staying in business, okay? They're like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that, they're pretty damn lucrative. You just have to not be a dick. Don't drive people away. Don't, leave a bunch of cheating douchebags there and not do anything about it. I wonder who I'm referencing. And the WPN program is a lot of money every year. So, yeah. I mean, from the vault, you can make some serious scratch off from the vault. So what do you do? How do you make up the gap between whatever the hell they're charging at your LGS and the online price for a box? Well, one, get the laws changed in every individual state one at a time by lobbying with millions of dollars to make trading cards somehow tax exempt for sales tax. Good luck. So that one's off. Try to pressure people into it with a propaganda campaign of, hey, support your local gaming store. Okay, well, they're already doing that, and that's hit maximum success. Anybody got any other ideas? Hey, let's make the buy a box promo not suck. And that isn't exactly what they did, but I'm just going to read it. So it says in the announcement, on to the promos. First up is the buy a box promo. We're doing something a touch different this time around. Something we've been referring to as dino-sized buy a box promos around the office. They are exactly as geeky as I imagined them to be. Although I also imagine that it's a total liberal crap hole SJW paradise. So I don't know how that really meshes together. And they said, okay, well, it's basically two things. A foil alternate art buy a box promo card, which is what they normally do. It's a Burning Sun's avatar, in case you haven't seen it. Moderately good. It doesn't look that great. I mean, it's a hit or miss. It's just like F&M promos used to be. It's a real hit or miss. It's either a 50-cent card or it's not. But get this. They're also giving out a buy a box booster with every box, which is like a sealed booster. So what's in it, you may ask? Well, they said it's the equivalent of 2 standard Showdown boosters, which I'm not sure they're completely accurate about that. Like, is it literally 2 of them packed in one? Because then it would be 2 foil cards, which is just odd in itself. And no rarity specified. It's just a foil. And then 2 premium foil basic lands, which are like a full art or at least extended art, I think, last I saw. Foil land. I don't remember if it has unique artwork or not, or if it's the same ones that you can open from like the Amon Ket packs, but those are like a lot. Like those things are really expensive. And then like for sure there would be 4 rarer mythic cards because that's the easy part to double. So maybe they're just going to keep it to 1 foil, 1 land, and then give people like double the normal contents, or maybe they're going to triple the 2 rare and mythic cards from the standard boosters. I don't know. And by the way, there are cards from a standard legal set at all, so they aren't necessarily Ixalan cards. So you might open Walking Ballista or something really good, or a Planeswalker. So I mean, getting bare minimum 4, if not more, rare and mythic cards automatic in a booster, like that booster is going to be worth some money. So you could open it and lose on it, obviously. It could all be just crap, cards. But last I checked, the standard Showdown booster themselves were going for between, I think, like $14 and $18 a piece on eBay. Hello. That's pretty nuts. But I mean, if you were to calculate the average cost of a card you'll pull out of it, and then multiply it by the quantity, yeah, you'd probably have some serious money there. So now they're doubling it and giving it away with a booster box. Now that is crazy. Crazy like a fox, because it's going to work. I mean, you're adding like $20 to $30 worth of potential value. So, oh no, they're selling a box online for $95 and your LGS is selling for $115. Great, you've got $10 more incentive to buy it locally. Well, at least 1 box. Usually most LGSs will not give out 2 buy a box promos if you buy 2 boxes. Although, after the pre-orders are filled on day 1 of the morning of the release, then it's kind of looser and they might just, it's kind of at their discretion what buy a box actually means, as far as I know. So the only question left is Wizards going to also send out like double the amount in the kit? And honestly, anybody with a WPN membership who watches my stuff will be commenting that down below immediately because they already have the answer probably. But I don't have a WPN login to the gateway, or whatever they call it, the portal, the web site. Let's be honest, it's just a website. And that would probably be describing the kit's contents right now and asking people how many they want, or telling people how many they're getting is how it usually goes. But what do you guys think of this? I think it's freaking brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant because you buy some sealed product from, whatever, Card Kingdom, Channel Fireball, whatever, and you get your box in the mail, you're not getting any kind of buy a box promo. You buy one locally, ta-da, buy a box promo. Now, the other thing is, by the way, the booster will include another copy of Burning Sun's Avatar. I don't understand that, other than I guess you might want 4 of them. So it's like you get one loose, and then you get one in the pack. So the exact specific contents of the pack are not quite known. It depends how literally you want to interpret equivalent contents of 2 standard Showdown boosters, as they put it. But it sounds good. It sounds really damn good. By the way, get this. I gotta throw this in. The primary promo will be in your local language, but the booster contents will only be available in English and Japanese. There's like one other product that's only being released in 2 languages, and then there's a couple that are being released in like 3 or 4, and then there's more that are being released in like 11. Make up your minds, Wizards. I don't understand this. So I think this is brilliant because it didn't cost Wizards hardly anything. I mean, probably 25 cents to print and ship the pack. And then it doesn't cost the local gaming store anything because they don't have to actually buy it. I believe it's a free kit for just being a WPN member at a high level. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I mean, I don't, they're like, here, buy this. Also, you mandatorily have to give it out for free. That sounds like something they wouldn't do. But then again, I know that they buy the pre-release kits, but that's because, like, I think you can sell them after the time, so they could just not hold it, and I don't know. But anyway, this is smart because it's like, it's huge incentive. They have, with one decision overnight, flipped it. It is now way, way, way better to buy at least your first box at your local store because then you would get this bonus. So I can't see how this wouldn't work. It's just absolutely smart. I think that they should do more stuff like this because it's like, how do you get people into the LGS to buy more product, buy board games, look around, see posters, play other TCGs, buy food, buy drinks. You send your LGS a bunch of free standard Showdown booster prizes and say, here, hold this event. Really that simple. All the money comes from Wizards. The LGS has to risk absolutely nothing, so there's a 0% chance of loss. They just have to advertise it, tell people to show up, and done. So that's why the invention of Standard Showdown was extremely smart. Also, if people work Friday nights, now they have a time to play. That was so obvious they should have fixed that 10 years ago. But let me know if this worked on you. Are you somebody who wouldn't normally pick up a box locally and now you will, and double points if you're a person who used to buy them online and now you're going to pick them up locally? Now, the only problem is, once again, shady people violating WPN policy and saying, oh yeah, we only got in 15. Oops, I don't know what happened, or we didn't get in any, or whatever. But see, here's the thing with buy a box promos versus, fatal push promos. If they just say, oh, we never got them, Wizards screwed up. No, you're lying and you sold them online. Okay, shut up. You either did give away fatal push promos or you didn't. It's not hard to tell which. But if you get these buy a box boosters, which are worth a flipping fortune, you could give away 25 out of the 30 and open 5 yourself. Nobody would ever know. Nobody's keeping track. Nobody knows if somebody that they didn't talk to and don't know about walked in and walked out with a booster and a box. I mean, unless you are literally camping out the store and doing an exit poll on the way out for customers, you're not going to get an accurate count. So the potential for fraud is very, very, very high here, but I don't know, whatever. If people constantly try to put in a pre-order or show up on day one and buy a box, and every single time they're told, oh, sorry, we don't have any boosters left, we sold them all, whether they're lying or not, that's going to harm them. That's why I'm thinking that people are just going to go back to buying them online at that point, and that'll lose the local gaming store money. Probably more money than they got from stealing the damn pack, so maybe they won't do it. I don't know. But either way, Wizards needs to double the amount of box promos that they give out and double the amount of these booster packs. That would be my advice. But in general, I think this is a very intelligent decision, and it is going to work. I mean, they're going heavy on the promos. They have an open house promo, a league promo, a draft weekend promo, F&M promos, which suck, by the way. And I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, the standard Showdown boosters. So they're just handed out exclusive, expensive stuff for free to WPN stores. And it makes sense because you hand them free stuff, they're going to make money on it. Hopefully the honest, legitimate way. But I'd love to hear your opinion of it. Hey, if you have a comment, leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button. Hey, I'm a generic YouTuber and I think you're an idiot, so I have to instruct you on how YouTube works, even though you've been watching it for 10 years. Hey guys, did you know that if you want to see my content show up in your sub box, that you should hit the subscribe button? If you didn't, then you're an idiot. It's literally called the subscribe button. What did you think? We're going to send you the Desolator Magic magazine? You just subscribe to a magazine? No, you're going to show my videos in your sub box. Maybe, if the algorithm feels like it, until it unsubs you randomly from my channel. Oh, but if you like the video, leave a like. That's why it's called the like button. Seriously, that's why I don't say that stupid generic crap. I don't care if it's proven to work. It is insulting to your guys' intelligence. But what I would appreciate is if you go to teespring.com/ I don't know, whatever the hell it says down in the description, and bought a t-shirt, because, I mean, I'm not saying that they're magically enchanted to never let you get mana screwed again if you wear it to F&M, but I'm not saying that that's necessarily false either. Scientists are still studying it. It's on the fence. And that would help out a lot more than leaving a like. Also, my Patreon link's down there. So just figured I'd throw that out there because, I mean, honestly, no joke. I mention it so infrequently, some people have no idea that I have a Patreon. Oh, or a t-shirt store. But seriously, if you don't know what my t-shirts look like, even if you're broke as hell like I am and you have no intention to go buy one, check out the link because they're funny as hell. You just got to see them. They're worth a laugh. Oh, no, so I've got one coming out. I told my Patreon people about it. It's actually pretty funny. And as soon as it's done, I think it's going to sell pretty well because it is so me. So thanks for watching. I could care less if you like or subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.